Chapter 5. Food and Nutrition. Living beings need energy for doing biological activities, for coping with wear and tear of the body, as well as production, growth, and development of cells. Energy required by the body is achieved through nutrient constituents. For that, each and every living being gets nutrient constituents in different forms through food. In this chapter, we would develop understanding in details regarding nutrient constituents in the food, and among them specifically regarding vitamins. Formation of the balanced food. There are mainly 6 components of food. 1. Protein. 2. Carbohydrates. 3. Fat. 4. Salt and minerals. 5. Water. 6. Vitamins. When each and every constituent is obtained by the body in necessary proportion, it is called the balanced food. Among all these constituents, use of any one constituent in more or less proportion harms the body. According to the general belief, energy is obtained surely by eating ghee, believing that it is not beneficial to eat only ghee. For balanced diet, proportion of food is decided by counting calories of different food substances. 1 gram protein contains 4 calories. 1 gram carbohydrates, 4 calories, and 1 gram fat, 9 calories. Now let us know about importance of constituents of food and its, that is, food sources. 1. Protein. Protein is essential for creation and growth of tissues, that is, muscles of the body, as well as for constitutions of enzymes and hormones. Proteins are composed of different types of amino acids. Protein is in good proportion in milk, eggs, soybean, yeast, pulses, etc. By taking protein in required proportion, that is degree, one can be saved from deficiency disease. Daily requirement of protein depend on age and gender. Pregnant women or breastfeeding mothers require more protein. 2. Carbohydrates. This constituent is the main source of energy in the body, and it is an important constituent of food. During digestion, glucose, the simple form of carbohydrate substances, is formed. An additional quantity of glucose more than necessary gets converted into glucose and fat. When needed, it turns into glucose form and is made use of. It is required in more proportion for a person laboring much rather than an inactive person sitting ideally doing no work. Carbohydrate substances are obtained from grain, wheat, rice maize, etc. Moreover, it is obtained from sugarcane, beet, or sweet fruits. 3. Fat. Fat plays an important role in the formation of fat cells and tissues. Vitamins A, D, E, and K are soluble in fat. Hence, for absorption of these vitamins, fat is necessary. Fat is obtained from ghee, butter, eggs, and oils. If proportion of fat is more than necessary in blood in the form of cholesterol, then it becomes responsible for heart disease. 4. Salt and minerals. Calcium, iron, iodine, phosphorus, magnesium, sulfur, sodium, and potassium, etc. are constituents of minerals which are essential for metabolism, that is, metabolic processes occurring in the body. Mineral source. Functions. Mineral calcium. Source milk and its preparations, pulses, green vegetables, sesame seeds, grams, black beans, that is pulses, corn. Functions. Source of teeth and bones. Process of coagulation of blood, conduction of nerve impulse between the nervous system. Mineral iron. Source palak, that is spinach, tandaljo, methi, that is fenugreek, vegetable, coarse grain, bajro. Functions. Source of hemoglobin. Regulation of hormones in the thyroid gland. Mineral iodine. Source salt containing iodine, fish, Seafood. Functions: regulation of hormones in the thyroid gland. Mineral: phosphorus. Source: milk, green leafy vegetables, bajro, coarse grain, walnut. Functions: source of teeth and bones, source of ATP molecule and creatine. Mineral: magnesium. Source: corn. Functions: source of bones formation. Mineral: sulfur. Source: dry fruits. Functions: source of amino acid with sulfur. Mineral: sodium. Source: salt, black bean. Functions: maintain acid-base balance and conduction of nerve impulses. Mineral: potassium. Source: orange, coconut water, vegetables. Functions: muscles contraction. 5. Water. Water is an important medium for biochemical processes. In living organisms, gases, mineral constituents, nutrient constituents, and excretory products flow through water. It helps in maintaining the body temperature. There is 50% to 70% water in the human body. If amount of total water contained in the body gets a loss of 20%, then dehydration is a possibility, and if the loss of water is 40%, then death also becomes a possibility. The need of water depends on age, season, and working style. About 3 liters of water should be taken every day. More water is required in summer as well as after doing labor work. 6. Vitamins. Organic chemical compounds in very meager proportion but very essential for the body are called vitamins. Vitamins are essential for biochemical processes occurring in the body, general growth and development of the body, and for activating cells. Types of vitamins. Vitamins are classified into 2 types according to their solubility. 1. Vitamins soluble in water. Vitamins B complex and C are soluble in water. This type of vitamins cannot be stored in the body for long. Hence, these vitamins should be included in daily food. It is very necessary. If these vitamins are taken in excessive amount in the form of medicines, then the body becomes dependent on it, and the excess amount of vitamin flush out through urine, which harms on the whole. 2. Vitamins soluble in fat. Vitamins A, D, E, and K are soluble in fat. This type of vitamins can be stored in the body. If fats is taken in less proportion or if fat is not properly digested, then deficiency of this type of vitamins may result. Moreover, the deficiency of this type of vitamins can also result due to medicines like paraffin taken for constipation or piles. If this type of vitamins are taken in excess, it harms the body. Vitamin A, retinol. Vitamin A very necessary in order to see things even in dim light. A person deficient in this vitamin A suffers from the disease of night blindness, that is nyctalopia. In modern times, even at night, due to electricity, we are not used to live in dim light or darkness. Hence, even if somebody suffers from night blindness, it has been difficult to find out deficiency in vitamin A. There is also another situation in which light becomes relatively dim, when the vehicle from the opposite side throws very bright light and then it passes away. If the driver of the vehicle has deficiency of vitamin A, nothing is seen for some moments and there is a possibility of accident during this period. Moreover, due to deficiency of vitamin A, there are some chances of infectious disease, skin, eyes, mouth, intestines, respiratory system, urinary tract, womb, that is uterus, urine tube, etc. increases. Due to reduction in strength of in-between cells of the epithelial tissues, especially the proportion of disease like cold, cough, diarrhea, abscess, that is boil, burning sensation of urine, conjunctivitis, etc. increases. This deficiency of this vitamin result in dryness and wrinkles outer layer of eye, and this will leads to ash colors or white spots in the eye. If this deficiency becomes severe, there is possibility of ulcer in the eye, and at times eyesight is lost forever. To take vitamin in excess is also hazardous. If it is given to the pregnant woman in excess, it harms the fetus development. If it is provided 5,000 to 10,000 IU, that is international units, it is very beneficial to the fetus. The daily requirement of vitamin A is 4,500 to 5,000 IU, that is international units. In India, more than 30,000 people every year become victims of blindness due to the deficiency of vitamin A. Hence, in order to prevent this deficiency, vitamin A is provided 1 lakh IU to the child between 6 months to 1 year and 2 lakh IU to the child between 1 and 6 years every 6 months. Moreover, it is beneficial to given 2 lakh IU to the mother feeding the child and 5,000 IU to the pregnant woman daily. Green leafy vegetables like tandaljo, methi, palak, alvi, that is arum indicum, drumsticks, that is leaves, as well as mango, papaya, milk cream, ghee, carrot, cod liver oil, etc. are rich sources of vitamin A. Vitamin B complex. Vitamin B is in fact a name given to a group of many vitamins. Only important vitamins of this group are mentioned here. Vitamin B1, that is thiamine. This vitamin is necessary for metabolism of carbohydrate substances. The combustion of glucose in the body cannot be performed well due to its deficiency. Lactic acid and pyruvic acid get collected in excess in tissues of the body. Troubles like lack of appetite, legs ache, burning sensation in bottom parts of hands and feet can be caused. The disease like beriberi is caused due to its deficiency, which is not seen nowadays. The deficiency of this vitamin is caused due to excessive use of alcohol. The daily requirement is 0.5 mg per 1000 kilocalories. Hence, the average requirement comes to 1 to 1.5 mg according to this calculation. Generally, this vitamin is found in good proportion in wheat, rice, pulses, groundnuts, etc., while the proportion gets reduced in polished rice, mando, that is fine flour of wheat, and pulses without husk. The proportion of this vitamin gets reduced due to excessive washing of pulses and rice, adding soda while cooking, or by throwing away the surplus water while soaking in water, or cooking by boiling in water or with steam. Vitamin B2, that is riboflavin. This vitamin is very useful in oxidation at the level of cell in the body and in the process of metabolism for getting energy. The daily requirement of this vitamin is 0.6 mg per 1000 kilocalorie. Due to deficiency of this vitamin, many a times communication between the nervous system and muscles becomes slow, and there is an increasing possibility of cataract as well as cutting marks in lip corners are found. The deficiency of this vitamin is found in children of economically poor class. This vitamin is obtained in good proportion from milk, pulses, peas, that is watana, groundnuts, pods, yeast, whole eggs, green vegetables, while it is found in moderate proportion in corn and pulses. Vitamin B3, that is niacin. Niacin or nicotinic acid is required for metabolism of carbohydrates, fat and protein. It is also required for functions of skin, intestines and the nervous system. The amino acid named tryptophan is needed to make niacin. Niacin is obtained in plenty from groundnuts and asadia. Niacin is also available in moderate proportion in pulses and grain. Tryptophan available from milk is also useful in making niacin. The acute deficiency of this vitamin is found in people who always eat maize or jowar. This deficiency can also be found due to excessive alcohol. The deficiency of this vitamin causes diarrhea, skin disease, that is dermatitis, and loss of memory, that is amnesia. Moreover, it can cause ulceration of the tongue and mouth, depression, irritability, etc. It affects the skin open to sun rays. The daily requirement of this vitamin is 6.6 mg per 1000 kilocalorie. Vitamin B6, that is pyridoxine. This vitamin plays an important role in the process of metabolism of amino acid, fat, and carbohydrates. This vitamin is available from milk, pulses, grain, and vegetables. The deficiency of riboflavin, that is B2, and pyridoxine, that is B6, harms the nerves and the palm and soles of hands and feet have burning sensation. The daily requirement of this vitamin is 2 mg per 1000 kilocalorie. Folate, that is folic acid. This vitamin is useful in making nucleic acid and RBC. Folate is available from green leafy vegetables, milk, fruits, pulses, and grain. The deficiency of this vitamin results in troubles like anemia, ulceration of the tongue and mouth, and diarrhea. The daily requirement of this substance is 100 microgram. Especially the pregnant woman needs this vitamin more. Hence, folic acid with the iron should necessarily be given to the pregnant women regularly. Vitamin C, that is ascorbic acid. Vitamin C or ascorbic acid is such a vitamin which diminishes the most due to heat. This vitamin plays an important role in these vitamins named collagen, which are helpful to bones, soft bones, that is cartilage, connecting tissue and blood vessels. If this vitamin is deficient, bleeding increased. For example, bleeding from teeth, gums. Bones of such a person quickly break and he also feels more fatigue. This vitamin stops formation of nitrosamine in the intestine, which causes cancer. This vitamin is very useful in the absorption of iron elements. The daily requirement of this vitamin is 40 to 60 microgram. This vitamin is obtained in large proportion from amlan, that is ambelic myrobalan, guava, lemon, orange, green leafy vegetables, and sprouted mung. Excessive intake of this vitamin leads to formation of stone and increased dependence. Vitamin D, that is calciferol. This vitamin is very essential in the development of bones and process of metabolism of calcium. It performs the main function of absorbing calcium in large proportion from food through intestine and taking it to blood and then carry it to bones from blood. Generally, this vitamin is specially in cod liver oil, eggs, milk. This vitamin is produced with the help of ultraviolet rays contained in the sunlight under the skin. The daily requirement of vitamin D is from 200 to 400 international units, that is IU. The deficiency of this vitamin causes deformation of bone, rickets, loss of weight, disease of teeth, and digestion power. There is pain in rib, waist, and joints. Bones become soft and brittle, increasing the possibility of fracture. Vitamin E, that is alpha tocopherol. This vitamin is sufficiently available from green vegetables, meat, oilseeds, tomatoes, maize, butter, sprouted pulses, and grain. Generally, the deficiency of this vitamin do not occur. Hence, it is not required to be taken as medicine. This vitamin is essential for sexual health. It has good effect on reproduction organs. Vitamin E is called the vitamin of sex. It is useful in strengthening cell walls and preventing the oxidation of vitamin A. The daily requirement of this vitamin is approximately 10 mg. If it is taken in excess, lymphocytes of the person are adversely affected and there is a possibility of lower immunity. Vitamin K. Vitamin K1, that is phylloquinone, and vitamin K2, that is menaquinone. Some vitamin K is produced due to the help of useful bacteria in the intestine. The remaining part is obtained in plenty from green leafy vegetables, palak, soybean, and meat. Vitamin K is useful in producing prothrombin, a substance essential for clotting of blood. The deficiency of this vitamin causes possibility of bleeding. This vitamin is useful for preventing jaundice. The useful bacteria get destroyed due to excessive antibiotic medicines. Hence, the deficiency of vitamin K arises.